start the game. Indeed, Europe. It's your turn to show us what we got. We saw NA yesterday. I'm Leafx, and with me is, I got Lawler yesterday, but my side piece today, Findable Carpet.
That's all I am to you?
No, I keep you secret because, like, I don't want him to be jealous because, like...
How many of us are there?
Don't worry about it.
How many of us are there?
So far, just you guys.
We'll find out later. I'll accept. I can share with one, but no more.
Ready for some Rocket League?
Ready for some Rocket League? That's a question that I don't get very often, actually. Surprisingly.
Really?
No one asked if I'm ready for it.
Are you ready?
I should be. I woke up this morning. I got changed.
You, like, prepared for today, but you still weren't ready for it.
I took my weekly shower yesterday. I'm ready.
Weekly shower.
Yeah, I split it between North America and Europe because I want to make sure that I'm clean for one of them.
Perfect. Well, today, again, Europe. What an incredible region. Let's get into just these games right here, of course. PSG, Flipside Tactics.
Yeah.
Europe is a region that's a little bit more closer than NA. Of course, we talk about the big three in North America, but Europe is just all these teams are so good. I was looking at the lineup. I'm like, oh, I get to cast a great game today. Wait, I also get to cast another great game. Wait, all the games are great.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what Gibbs talks about. That's why he says Happy Europe Day every day. We have Europe because you just get chaos every time. You don't know how to predict, and that's because everyone's just there to make sure that, I don't know, they give it their all, give us excitement.
I like excitement. So let's get into it. Game number 1. Week 2 of the RLCS Season 6. Flipside Tactics versus PSG Esports. They said they were giving the favor to PSG, but we know Flipside has a bit more time with their rookie. Well, he's not a rookie anymore, but they have more time to work it out. PSG still trying to figure out their place with Fruity on the field, but with such a short season, you got to do it quick. A chance here now for Flipside to put an early one in, and they get stopped out by the defense of PSG.
Fruity knowing he wants to get a quick counterattack, but at the very least, buying his team time. He's going to find support from Chaussette, who's just going to battle in this corner as long as he can.
Find some time for teammates. It looked like it was enough. Flipside giving the ball over to Fruity. He'll try to set something else up. Chaussette closely behind him. He'll wait for the touch from Cooks. Cooks lost control. In front of the net, a chance there. Yukio a little bit, getting the ball before PSG could. In front of the net, chance, nice bounce shot. Cooks here, great placement, knowing the defender would have taken a straight shot.
We've already seen a good amount of physical play, or at least attempted physical play on one side. Yukio going for this. He wasn't actually able to get the bump on Chaussette. I still couldn't catch if Sony in goal had the pressure on them, but that bounce shot from Cooks here, getting the Batmobile on top of that, kind of smacking it up above the goalie.
There it is, an early lead for Flipside Tactics, just over a minute into game number 1.
Oh! Nearly.
A miss there, but Yukio will take control. PSG is going to have to reset. Yukio with control, one-on-one.
Cooks here for the follow-up.
There he's got Mystic as support too, the double Batmobile combo.
Already you can see the way that the Flipside are thinking though. They're going for the slow passes, also aggressive plays. We've seen them go for their attempt at some demolitions in net as well.
That's the thing, if you try everything, how can your opponents adapt to that?
Yeah, eventually something has to work.
One of these will. Just hope they don't give up a goal in the meantime. PSG yet to answer that first goal from Flipside Tactics, and Flipside doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon. Cooks is up to put that towards the net. Ferris should clear it nicely, and he does, but look at that midfield pressure from Flipside Tactics right now, just not allowing that ball to get too far down into their own end, and if it is, it's one player at a time from PSG.
And there it is. We saw it again. Fruity up in the air. He had no boost for that. Gibbs talked about his boost management. Cooks here's going to slam one through. A little bit of help from a player on PSG.
Well, it was forced to do that. That shot was placed just in the top right-hand corner of that net, and you couldn't tell if it was going in. Farah had to do something, but unfortunately, put it right into his net.
It's going to be 2-0. But again, Gibbs mentioned it. He kind of gave a little bit of foreshadowing on the fact that Fruity had some very poor boost management last week. And we saw again, he had an opportunity to continue to put pressure on a ball with an air dribble, but he lost boost about halfway through it, just kind of had to fall down with it.
Fruity is up now though with a shot on net. Yukio just making it there in time. No answer from PSG. They're on the attack though, but Fruity behind is going to hope Farah can keep the pressure on. He does. Nice clear from Cooks here. Keeps it away from any pressure on the corner from Fruity.
Got Farah.
Passes, but an intercept there by Cooks. Throws that down to the other end. A desperate touch from Chaussette keeps it to the corner. 2 minutes left in 2 unanswered goals. Flipside Tactics still hold the lead. Mystic up off the backboard. Shot by Yukio, missed. Just the pressure there. Again, look at this. Flipside not allowing PSG at all to move out of their own end.
They really have done a great job of feeling confident, which is something we don't often feel like Flipside has had lately. You know, especially with a recent roster change, trying to play as a collective, it becomes very difficult. But, you know, they've been with Yukio for a season. They've been working really well with him. And now it seems like they're really making that decision-making, and they're going to punish PSG.
Double commit there. That's going to be one defender, but Mystic gets a great pinch to buy a little bit of time for his teammates to get back. Fruity moving upfield. Will be able to play. That'll be Shazette to make a desperate last touch. A lot of the defense right now from PSG, very last second, as they try to put everything into offense now. They have 1 minute left to answer 2 goals. Otherwise, game 1 will be to PSG. Or sorry, Flipside.
You had a 50-50 shot, Lee.
Yeah, and I still messed it up. Cucks here keeping the pressure on. Look at how far back Yukio and Mystic are. Saying we don't have to put the pressure on. You guys have to make the move, PSG. And they're just not right now.
They're getting one good counterattack play, but again, if you don't continue that pressure, if you don't force more saves, if you're not making those defenders move around, you're not doing much. They're just going to get your one save, even if it's a decent retreating save. But if you don't keep that up, they're just going to get boost and reset on you.
Fruity a little too slow to the ball. Yukio takes it away over to Mystic with 10 seconds left. Maybe one for consolation, not be shut out, but at least be a nice game 1. But it looks like Flipside will be able to shut them out as that ball touches the ground. Flipside Tactics taking game number 1 off of PSG. PSG was struggling to find any kind of offense.
I mean, it was really just any kind of continued offense. You saw 8 shots. Do you remember what any of those shots were?
No.
I really don't, because none of those were anything longer than just, here's a shot on net. I mean, you heard a Cheese talking about it on the desk, and I think he was mentioning Flipside were the one that did that last week. But now we're seeing PSG do the same thing. They'll put a shot on net and then go, all right.
I guess we got to try again from our end.
I guess we'll try again later. But I mean, 8 shots. I literally can't remember.
Strategy.
I remember only the most recent one, maybe 2. And you see 7 shots for Flipside, 6 saves for them, and none of those seem terribly dangerous. I mean, a couple might have been close, but no more than I don't know. A save? I don't know where I'm going with this. Help me.
I don't know either.
Help.
I mean, like, I think you already hit the nail on the head is that, yeah, they have 0 offensive pressure. It's a shot when there's 2 defenders there from Flipside Tactics. What do you think that's going to do? You need to start utilizing your teammates. Get a back pass or use the midfield, pass there when you guys are boosted up and ready to attack. Don't just give the ball away because it's just going to get hard cleared. You see a wide spread out formation from Flipside Tactics. They're ready for any of these long shots that you have. You can't just give them the ball.
And we saw a couple of early demo attempts as well from PSG, potentially to mess that up. You know, when you see a team that's widespread, demolitions are devastating because it's going to take a long time for them to replace each other's positions, especially if it's a defensive position. We saw a couple of attempts, and Fruity kind of just like flung by net to see if he'd see anybody. Just kind of like maybe giving a high five as he went on by, but nobody was there the first couple of times. So I don't know if he gave up or maybe, again, if they didn't get enough control early on after that, or much on after that, it would have been difficult to look for demos.
Well, see if they can change it in game number 2. Flipside Tactics took the first one in this best of 5 against PSG Esports. And already off the kickoff now, the ball ends up in the PSG end, and the pressure has already started from Flipside. Yukio being a nuisance. Mystic sharking around. That'll be Cooks here that has to keep the midfield pressure on, and a miss there. It's going to allow Mystic to get a boost grab. And now PSG are going to have to deal with less boost and on defense from an already pressuring Flipside Tactics.
At this point, they're just running out of time. Fruity has no boost. Shazette is the only one that does have enough, and he does his job. He buys his team time, gets it clear to the opponent's corner.
Fruity keeping the pressure on. We'll see if any teammate can help him out, but they're both on the other side. I've seen that a few times from Shazette and Farah, where they're on the same side of the field after Fruity's done his pressuring and giving them a lack of options when Flipside tries to move the ball out. Good pass out there. Yukio tries to shove that one down past Farah, but it was just wide of the net. No early goal for Flipside. Yukio pressure, an instant turnaround from Cooks here, and Mystic as they shark. Shazette, though, will try to keep that one trapped to the ground, change the pace maybe. Ziggy Brown of attack, a miss there from Farah. That's going to cause PSG to have to reform on defense.
But Flipside Tactics respected them enough to know that's pretty uncharacteristic, so no one was there to punish that mistake.
The issue is that it keeps happening. You might have Flipside expecting it and starting to punish it.
Yeah, they'll be cheating up a little bit more if they realize that you're going to be missing those critical saves on defense.
Cook's just making sure he's in front of the ball. No shot can come out.
Speaking of,
Fruity just putting the ball in, tries for the demo but misses Cux. Farah won't have a chance to do that shot as the ball moved down to midfield. The pressure held off a lot better this game. PSG making sure that Flipside isn't getting the most insane pressure on them, but still 4 shots to none. Flipside definitely, there it is, a double tap. Cux here as I speak. Drops one in, and there's the lead for Flipside.
Classic double-double. You know, you get a double tap from Mystic, which is a pass to a double tap from Cooks here before it even hits the ground. The Batmobile duo.
2 Batmobiles.
Not that that really matters.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Doesn't matter.
2.5 minutes approaching, and now Flipside finally grabs their lead. Cux here to Mystic. It won't generate anything there. Fruity will stop that, try to move down the field. Farah backs off, a touch from Shazette. By a little bit of time, they need to get control here.
I believe that was an accidental demolition on Shazette on the rotation.
A chance now for a move up the field, a pass over to Shazette from Farah. Shazette has his shot saved. Flipside with only 1 defender, Mystic. Fleck, Cux, and Yukio to move up the field. Fruity will try to stop any advance.
That's going to be a beautiful bounce.
Miss from Shazette there. A chance there for Flipside Tactics. They weren't able to finish that one off and convert into a goal.
The dream bounce off the corner, but Mystic had a very difficult angle to try and follow through. And there again.
In front of the net there. That was a chance for PSG, but they weren't able to capitalize. Now Mystic to move this ball down the other end of the field. The corner of PSG. They got 1:20 left to answer that first one from Flipside. Pressure on by PSG. Yukio to Mystic. Mystic into the corner. Can't follow it up. He's out of boost. Yukio pass in front, but no teammate. Both Flipside Tactic members had to move back. Cux here. Midfield pressure. Now Shazette air dribble. He's got enough boost to get it there, but can he get it past Mystic? He can't. Farah with a chance. That's finally the goal for them. And PSG is going to answer it with 52 seconds left.
This challenge from Fruity came at the perfect time. He went up just to stop that from being a nasty clear. I believe that would have been Cooks here who would have smashed that to the other side. Farah there to fall in support. That was a pretty textbook 1-2-3. All 3 players getting involved with that, and PSG keeping that a tie game.
Defensive double commit from Flipside finally allows PSG to have a window. We'll see if they can carry the momentum. Off this kickoff, Farah down in front of the net. Mystic forced up to save that. Shazette will receive that corner touch. No boost for you, says Mystic. Fruity will have to try again from midfield. He's got Farah with support.
Got it on 1.
Lost control there. Mystic steals it. No one getting control around that midfield mark. They're both just kind of hitting the ball to the corner. And 18 seconds left. We might hit it overtime. Mystic up to midfield. Cooks here. At least just putting it into the PSG end. Mystic with a shot. Great pass off the corner to Mystic, and maybe we won't have an overtime.
How much studying have they done of this corner, man? That is the second beautiful touch off that corner wall. I mean, that is exactly what you want. You don't want a crossing in front of the net. Keep it away from those defenders. It bounced out at that perfect angle, and there's somebody there in support. Flipside, with 9 seconds left, take the lead.
Mystic with a bump there on Cooks here. Allows them to get a shot. They almost got a third one. Farah with a final chance towards the net. Yukio will stop that. Fruity's there to keep the pressure, though. They know they still have a chance unless the ball touches. Shazette in the air. Both Fruity and Farah there to put it on. Can they get it? Just kept out by Mystic there. Shazette will try to keep it alive. Will it finally touch the ground?
Still up.
Fruity with a chance. That might be just out of reach, so Yukio will probably try to kill it. Farah keeps it alive. Cux, can he kill it? He finally does. PSG with a last-ditch effort. And if they can do that coming into game number 3, that's the pressure they need.
Flip side, man. With 9 seconds left, we're able to do it. The shots look a little bit more even now on each side. You're looking at 7-5, 5 on PSG, 7 on flip side tactics. I liked seeing the PSG seem to be a little bit more in control. So I feel a little bad, and I have a confession, Fruity. I'm sorry. I'm watching your boost usage strictly because Gibbs said that you struggled a bit last week, and I pointed it out. There hasn't been so many moments where it's like crippling, but there are definitely moments where it's like, man, if only you had like 15
do a little bit more.
If just you had 15 more. And I can say that literally about any player that I watch, I guarantee it. So I'm really sorry that you're the target of this game, but strictly because it was mentioned on the desk.
Blame it on Gibbs.
But I mean, it's so important. I mean, there are times where if you literally just had 15 more boosts to follow the ball, especially if you're like in an air dribble situation, or you just need to get up a little bit higher to get a challenge on offense, or they're on save on defense, it becomes critical. So there were maybe only 3 that I noticed. I didn't watch them the whole game. Maybe 3 times I noticed, like, man, if only you had like 15 more boosts, that would have been such a better play.
One of the things to help with boost is just carrying your momentum. If you don't slow down, you don't need to use boost to speed up again. And they started to do it at the end. You saw them just desperately trying to get that goal before the ball touched the ground, and they started generating a lot of pressure. And they caught Flipside in a spot where they had no boost, and they could just quickly run around, keep the ball pressure. If they can do that in this game, Flipside might have a bit more of a challenge on their hand. But it is at match point now with Flipside looking for a 3-0 sweep.
Just do what I do. Just unbind your brake key. I have no brakes on my
There is no brake.
I only go forward and boost. I only know 2 speeds of forward.
Can you bind the forward and a boost to the same? That'd be perfect. You have no option.
I know what I'm trying after today.
Game number 3, Flipside Tactics versus PSG. PSG started to wake up near the end there, but it was only out of a forced play trying to get that last goal to tie it up for an overtime. See if they can carry that over.
A little bit more alive right now in this first 30 seconds.
Although Flipside is ready to look for an attack. Touch there from Cooks here, just keeps the pressure on. Tries to find Yukio, but it was intercepted. 50 at mid, should be Chazette getting a touch on that. Doesn't get there in time, Yukio will steal it away. Fruity out of the field. That's going to buy Flipside some time as they move down onto offense. Good intercept by Farah. Cooks here with a shot, though. Chazette can't get up in time, and Cooks here with yet another one for his team. And they grab the lead.
Cooks here never ceases to amaze me on how consistent the man can be in his striking. And sometimes we see at the beginning of some seasons, he's rusty, and you can see it. Cooks here, I mean, I know you all know what GIF I'm talking about, but there's one from season 1 where he's just like, you see him going through every range of emotions at the same time.
Yeah.
He's like kind of happy, then he's angry, and then he's pumped, and then he's pissed again, and then he just gets ready to play the game. I picture that every time I see him miss a shot, but I haven't seen him miss many so far this series. He's doing an incredible job.
We need a Cuxier cam just to see the emotions he's going through league play. Well, right now I'm sure he's happy as they are up 1 goal with 3:30 left. Lots of time for PSG to turn it around, but the way the series has gone, not sure if they will.
PSG, though, keeping up the pressure.
Cuxier will just move that to the side to buy some time, forcing Chazette to waste his boost.
And that's what we're talking about, man. That shot from Chazette, why did that have to go there, of all places?
Yeah.
You could have maybe, tried to coordinate with a teammate, dropped it to the right, or just dropped it straight down. But just gently, caressing it over to your opponent so they can just get a hard clear. It's not going to amount to a lot.
Farah with a touch. Down to a 50 in midfield, going in favor of PSG. Yukio just buying time, forcing Fruity in, trying to bait him out. He gets it past 1. And his teammate will be able to get it past the second one. No read there. Fruity gets it over to Farah. Flipside Tactics defense stopping out every kind of advance right now from PSG. Flipside just touching the ball right now to make sure that PSG can't.
They're just playing keep away at this point.
It's a chance, but he puts it out of his reach. Chazette lost control. Cooks will back off. Chance now for PSG if they can get it past Yukio. They can't. Yukio, a brick wall with the Octane, is able to manage to move that one in front of the net. A last second touch there from PSG. Make sure there's no scoring opportunity. 2 minutes yet An unanswered goal for Flipside. PSG has been playing from behind this entire series. Farah, just a banger, losing control likely. He does, and we see that from PSG just the second they get a chance to touch the ball, since Flipside seems the only ones that can.
They
just slam it away.
They just get so excited.
I just say, I can
hit
hit the ball.
it. Yeah. Oh, that was too hard, you know?
Yeah. ZU, what are you doing?
Oh, that was a beautiful pass from Fruity back to Shazette.
Chance for Farah. There it is, off the backboard. A missed touch on defense from Flipside and a tying goal for PSG.
That 1-2 combo on the side was beautiful. Cooks here had nothing he could do except for wait for that shot. It was so high, he still wasted enough boost, didn't get any contact on it. And the follow-up from Farah, that was beautifully done by PSG.
120 left. We did see Flipside, though, last game.
God, I thought that was going to go in.
Get a goal at 9 seconds. That would be devastating.
Oh, Chazette's the one with that engine sound.
It's fantastic. Who was it yesterday? It was Jacob. See a lot of pressure from PSG right now, but no conversion. A lot of great defensive touches from Flipside, though, to control that ball in their own end to make sure that there's no scoring chances for PSG, even though they are on offense. It's fantastic.
Motor mouth. It's so good.
A shot from Fruity. What are you doing? Right in front of the net. No one home. And that would have put them in the lead.
Oh, not again.
And all three committing now. They saw the opportunity, but they couldn't put it in. Shazette forced back to defense. Fruity with a long shot. Cuxer will be able to take that away. It was wide anyways. We're seeing a lot of pressure now from PSG. They know it's do or die at this point, and I wonder if they'll be able to grab themselves a lead.
You find
pass over to Shazette. Fantastic play, but what a save coming out from Cux here. Absolutely clutch the Madman is. And a chance now for Shazette. Mystic this time with the save. And with 1 second left, if this touches the ground, we'll hit overtime, but Farah wants to try to end it now. There it is. Overtime in game number 3. Flipside needs 1 goal for the sweep. PSG needs 1 goal to stay alive in the series.
Man, this entire game has been an entirely new PSG.
Absolutely.
The passes that they're executing, the way they're looking for each other.
Yuki with the 50, he'll grab it again, but there's Shazette, throws that one towards the net. Fruity couldn't get it past Cuxier. He knew the shot was coming. Great touch from Mystic off of that to throw it into the PSG end.
Good God, Shazette.
Great clear, but no control. Oh no, that pinch! Going right past everybody, and not like this.
That is how the series ends. That's our 3-0, ladies and gentlemen, on a pinch in an overtime. Wasn't right by 117 kilometers per hour. I can only imagine how fast that was on contact.
I don't even think Flipside is happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, of course, right?